Hello and welcome to Light Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews of flashlights, rechargeable lanterns, and other portable light sources, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us we have the ThruNite. This is the TN12 Pro. It's an 18650 powered, everyday carry tactical flashlight. You can find these on Amazon, retailing around $49.99. This had a 15% off coupon at the time, and I got mine for $42. Quite a deal. Man, this one's neat. If you like ThruNite brand flashlights, watch this video. You're going to like this one. So yeah, it comes in a brown box. Got a little illustration there. There you go. Real simple. If you've bought a ThruNite flashlight, you know about these boxes. They're pretty good. They hold up. Alright, so I took everything out of the box, and we'll show you what you get. First thing you get is the flashlight. Yeah, looking good. TN12 Pro. Next, they give us a holster for it, liking that. It's branded with their name. It's got a little hook and your belt loop there. And of course, it's Velcro in the front. So there is the holster. We get a charging cable, USB to Type-C. Keeps it simple. I like that. We also have a bag of goodies, a lanyard, some O-rings. Looks like a rubber switch there for the side switch, and let's see, anything else in there? Might have a few jackets for the charging port. I'm not sure, I don't see those, but typically you get those. Oh, there we go. There it is. Okay, and then last but not least, we get the instruction manual. So we're gonna see if we can open this on the camera here. It's always a pain because they're in all these different languages. Let's get to English. I think it's on the inside. Yep, top flap here. We're going to bring it around. Let's look at this for posterity. Here we get the illustration of the flashlight, TN12 Pro. Liking it a lot. Like I said, just amazing. Everyday carry flashlight. It's going to be one of my favorites in-house. So going to the top here, I get it on camera. There's LED, lens, reflector. I'll go over all that information there. And then we have the general modes, turbo, high, medium, low, FireFly, strobe. In case I forget to mention something, time or lumen rating, there you are. Distance, 380 meters. Waterproof, IPX8, nice. It's got a capacity indicator on the LED under the power switch, which is nice. So blue, you're good. Red, you better charge. See how that works with the voltages. And you got operation modes, lock, unlock, which is pretty interesting. I'll try to do that on camera. Turning on and off, changing modes, direct access to turbo, and I believe, does it say it? Don't see it there. Okay, it does say something with FireFly there. Okay, and then over here, we have the rechargeable function, warranty of 2 years. Nice. Okay, so there's the instructions in one shot. Don't know if the camera will focus on that or not, but there we are. Okay. So let's get to this flashlight. Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and zoom this camera down so we can get a better look. Get up close and personal. Let's go over dimensions of the flashlight. So we have a length of 5 1/8 of an inch, or 132 millimeters. Not bad. Let's see if I can get closer to it. There we go. We have a head diameter 1 inch and a tail diameter 1 inch. So identical, which is nice for carry. Liking that. And that's 26 millimeters each. We have a weight of 85 grams without the battery. If you add a battery, approximately 125 to 130 grams, depending on the battery type. It will accept 18650 flat tops, and it does ship with a 3400 milliamp hour button top protected cell, which is nice. And I'll show that to you as well. Let's do a little size comparison. I always like to do these. Bring this camera back up. So we have the TN12 Pro. And I have some competitors. So we're going to bring out the Sofern what's this one? The TF84. On the Sofern, I compare this in an outdoor video, which you're going to see shortly, against the Pro here. And you're going to find out that this Pro outperforms the Sofern. And I thought that was amazing. So the Sofern TF84, you can still buy it on their website on sale without the battery for $33. With the battery, I think an extra $3, $36, $37. Quote me on that. They might still be available on Sofern's website. But to be honest with you, really liking this one more. But if you need to have a remote switch and everything, this one might be the one to still go with. But when you see the video, you'll see why I like this one more. Now we have the Claris XT21C. You can find this for $89.99. The price went down actually $10 on this flashlight. One person had a gripe about the tail. As you can see, it's got an angle to it. It's kind of their unique way of designing the tail switch with the dual switch. You got the strobe and then the turbo momentary, same as the Sofern has the dual tail. So they had a problem with it in the holster. This doesn't have an electronic lockout, so they had a problem with it going off in the holster. The only way to defeat that, of course, is to unscrew the bottom to keep it from activating. But still, this is a great flashlight. This is 21700 power. You get extra capacity on this flashlight. Next we have an 18650. We have a AA battery. There you go. For size. Alright. And then I do have another ThruNite. I should probably bring it out. This is another favorite of mine. I carry this one. This is the TC15 version 3. I like this one a lot. It's just a side mount switch. No tail switch. It's just a plain everyday light. I like this one a lot, but I think this one's going to replace it. Just because I like that instant access to turbo on the tail that this provides. But there you go for the size. It's slightly longer than that model. There you are. Okay, so let's go over features of the TN12 Pro. Okay, let's get you closer. Probably get closer. Right on. Okay, so the front's cool. We got a toughened glass lens with an anti-reflective coating. You can see it kind of has a purplish hue to it. A smooth reflector. It's balanced really well. You'll get to see in the video that the beam is really nice and definitely pointed beam, targeted. So you got a really narrow beam on this flashlight, but it does have some nice spill too as well. As you can see, you got kind of a strike bezel to it. So down the bottom there, our LED is a Luminous SFT40. This is in cool white. Cool white definitely gives you the range. You lose a little range when you go with the warmer LEDs, so I went with the cool white. I like mixing them up. So the bodies are typical 6061 aircraft grade aluminum with a Type 3 hard anodized finish. ThruNite does a pretty good job on their finishes. I've never seen a bad finish coming out of a box. I don't know if you guys have. Let me know if you have. I have not, and I own quite a few so far. I haven't seen any major chipping or dents or any kind of repair jobs, where they'll put a little marker on it. Nothing like that. They must just get rid of those and, keep only the good ones in the box, which is great to see. So what else we got on here? So we should show you different things. We got the Type-C port. Here it is behind here. So your Type-C port, I think it takes 2 amps in at 5 volts. I recorded 1.5 amps in, but my battery was at factory charge. So my battery is probably around 3.7 volts when it shipped. And so it might go a little higher when the battery is completely dead, but I recorded a 1.5 amp input, which is pretty fast charging for an 18650, just to let you know. So it does have a fast charge feature on that Type-C jack, which is good. Now while you're charging it, the only mode you have is FireFly. So it's okay for some people just to have FireFly, but if you're like, needing to use this continuously and you're planning to charge it and still use high, you won't be able to. You'll just have FireFly. So you got your belt clip and reversible, so you can clip this to something else, maybe a hat, but it's a pretty heavy flashlight for a hat, but I think it would still work for you. You got this really cool knurled pattern. Shows up on camera there. I really like this pattern here, real grippy, so you're not going to lose this with holding with a glove or barehanded, so very nice. Going down the line here, we have our tail. As you can see, it's got 2 lanyard hookup points, and it's got a pretty much flat enough base for it to tail stand. Now my table isn't very straight, but it is holding good. So we'll tail stand for you without actuating the turbo switch. A tail switch does, of course, activate turbo all the time. Over here we have our side switch. Turns it on, turns it off. One quick press on, quick press off. And let me just bring in a deck of cards here. Always helps get my color balance back. As you saw, it has a red-blue LED for charge status indicator and battery level indicator, which is handy. And of course, you have your long press to FireFly, quick press off. If you long press FireFly and then long press again, it enters lockout mode. So now it won't turn on unless you long press. Okay, they talk about a double lockout feature by clicking the tail once. So now this they call double lockout. So I don't think this flashes even. So now it feels like it's completely dead, like the battery's been removed, but it's still there. So to get out of this double lockout mode, you just click the tail once, then long press this, and now you're out. Now we're back in business. So that's how you do the lockout mode. It wasn't in the instructions, pretty easy to figure out. No big deal there. Worked out really nice. So what can we do with this flashlight? So I showed you that. We can open it up and show you the battery on the inside. Now we'll get to the pictures in the garage and we'll do a quick demonstration on the desk. So this is IPX8 waterproof, which is nice. You don't have to worry about it falling into a pool of water. There's the battery, 3400 milliamp hour. It definitely is the capacity it's stated. I always test them. There you go. Guiding you through the night. It is a protected button top, though the flat tops do work. This is a Sony flat top, 18650. I'm not sure which one this is. VTC6, 3000 milliamp hour, because there is a spring on the inside in there. You can see that, but there's a spring down in there. Okay, let's get that pushed back in. Rock on. So the tail should really quick show you. Oh yeah, I got a couple more modes and then we'll go to the garage. So if you click the tail on, okay, say you're in a mode and we're on low. Let's get to low. Press and hold to cycle modes. So it's got low, medium, high here while you're holding it. And of course, it remembers last normal modes. So you got 3 modes, low, medium, high. It'll remember the last one of those 3. So you're on low, you press turbo, and the flashlight will turn off. It's kind of nice. So if you're like walking down the street and you see something going on and you want to highlight that area real quick, turbo, and it's a bad situation, when you let go, the light completely goes off. That's actually cool. If you're just sporting around there and you go, oh, what's that? And you hit turbo, say you turn your light on, you're walking on the street, you hit turbo and you're wondering, what's that? Oh, no big deal. Then just long press this. Or excuse me, I think it's quick press this. Okay, there's the way to. All right, turn that off. Let me remember how this goes. There's a way to do this. You can, to get out of that, you can go back to your, oh yeah, that's from here. So if you're not using your tail, so if you double click, if you access turbo from the button, you're like, well, what's that? Of course, you can long press to go back to your mode you were on. So say we're on medium and we were just walking down the street. Yeah, if you double click this to get the turbo and you're wondering, hey, what's that? Now you can long press and go back to your mode. So that's good. It doesn't turn the flashlight off. Tail, I guess, is, yeah, it's just going to turn off. So if you have that, if you have your flashlight on and in the tail, it'll automatically turn the flashlight off. Tail off. All right. So now we have strobe, triple click. Pretty simple. From off or on, which is nice. Flashlight can be on. Same deal. Okay. Yeah, I guess the tail does everything. It locks out the side switch. Nice. Okay, it's good to have though. Definitely. And the silent of the Momentary on. It's a beautiful thing. And of course you can click it on and leave it on turbo. Yeah. All right, so let's head to the garage, see some quick pictures, and we'll do a quick demo against the Sofern. So let's head to the garage. First picture, we're on turbo, 1900 lumens. Yeah, expect this to run 7 minutes. We're 15 feet away from that garage door. Definitely intense beam. After it throttles down, it's 477 lumens for 130 minutes. Yeah, 380 meters expected from the turbo mode. Now we're on high. This is 550 lumens. Expected to run 2.5 hours at this mode. Now we're on medium. This is 220 lumens. Now we're in the usable modes. I like medium a lot. Medium's a good walking lumen rating. I like this for 9 hours. Now we're on low, 50 lumens. Still lighting it up pretty nice. Expect a runtime of 46 hours. Great work for table work or desk work. And now if you can pick out this picture here, this is FireFly, half lumen. This will run 37 days at a half lumen. Just picking that out. It's really faint there. So, yeah, definitely a mode you'll only use pretty much with your radios, and we'll talk about that. So now we're going to head outside. I'm going to show some distances with this flashlight in action, anywhere from 30 feet on upwards to 100 meters. Okay, let's go check that out. I'm outside with the ThruNite TN12 Pro. I'm going to start at medium. This is 220 lumens, lighting the walkway. The archway is 30 feet. The tree behind it there is 50 feet. The tree to the left is 40 feet. Sidewalk, back up the tree on the left, 40 feet, and back up the archway, 30 feet to the archway, and back down. Let's go to high mode, which is 550 lumens. There we are. Down the walkway. Again, a great walking light, 30 feet to the arch. The tree there's 50 feet behind. Tree there's 40 feet. And down a ways is a tree about 100 feet. Not sure if it's picking it up, the camera, but in person it is. Bringing it back down. And now we're going to go to turbo, which is 1900 lumens, which is the tail switch. Okay, now we're at 1900 lumens. Wow. It's 30 feet to the archway, 50 feet to the tree behind it, 40 feet here. Down a ways is the tree at 100 feet, easily lighting that up. And then down a ways there are the 2 pine trees and the gazebo. I can see them clearly, but I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up. This flashlight's getting rather warm in my hands at this level, but this is 1900 lumens. Beautiful. Okay, so go ahead and turn that off. Now I got a Sofern TF84 in my left hand. Its turbo is 1200 lumens. Its reach is about 200 meters. The ThruNite TN12 Pro is 380 meter throw. So this is the Sofern on turbo. Archway, tree there, 50-foot tree there, 100-foot down range. Let's go ahead and turn them both on turbo. So Sofern on turbo, right hand has the ThruNite, put it on turbo. Archway, Sofern, ThruNite, Sofern, ThruNite. Big difference here. ThruNite's got the reach. As you can see. Definitely. Okay. Yeah, pretty cool video. You can see how the ThruNite TN12 Pro pretty much punches the light with that cool white versus the Sofern. But for close quarters, Sofern's pretty good still. Not a bad light, just not as good outside compared to the TN12 here. So let's go ahead and do a quick little demonstration just on the desk in my room to give you an idea, and then we'll do some final thoughts on the TN12 Pro. All right, so I'm going to turn off some lights. I'm going to put their lights on medium here. I think we're on medium. Let's check it out. So that one's, forget how it cycles. So we got low, we got with this moon, 1 lumen. We got 10 lumens, 111 hours. This is 18650 powered too, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned. And we got medium, 150 lumens, 9.5 hours. Yeah, that was high, 450 lumens. So moon, low, medium, 150, 9.5 hours. So this is pretty similar. This is 220 lumens for 9 hours on medium. So let's go ahead and go to medium on this one. So they're both on medium. So 220 and 150. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the lights off here. I'm just bringing them in for beam patterns on the table, give you an idea, and color temperatures. Now the Sofern is a more neutral white. It's got a little better color rendition. Does have the spot just like the Pro does. Same distances here off the table. It seems like a Sofern's a bit more of a spot, but when I was outside, I noticed it didn't travel as far. So it's, I don't know, spill. It's got more intense spill in the medium range. The Pro has a spill, a little extra spill. I would say a little better. Mostly 2/3 from glass to glass. It's pretty nice. In person, I'm liking the spill on this. I'm getting spill all the way to the edge there. If you can see that, you can start to see the purple edge there from the coating. So bring that back in so you can see the difference, the cool white and then the Sauferne. So we're going to turn the Sauferne off. Go ahead and turn it off. All right, so we're going to cycle the modes here. So at the ceiling, we're on medium, holding it down. So we're going to go up the modes here. So low is 50 lumens. Table. Now low is the only mode that causes RFI or interference on radios. So we're using this to tune your radios. Low is going to be the one that's going to cause the noise. You got to be close. Okay, so if we go to FireFly, this is neat. We're picking up a station 1,000 miles away. CBK, Watrous, Saskatchewan. So here's 1 lumen, or that half lumen FireFly, 37 days. Right next to the antenna. Really no interference there. So, and then of course the other modes. None. There we go. And turbo. So there you go. Pretty cool. It's great for radios. Loving that. So let's aim at the ceiling here. So yeah. Turbo right now is 1900 lumens. Yeah, it's lighting up the place. Tail staying this would be no problem. We'll throttle down. So let's go and cycle the modes again. So we're going to turn it on. So let's go cycle it low 50 lumens, 220, and 550. Giving you an idea. 50, 220, 550. There it is. All right, so let's go ahead and turn the lights back on, do final thoughts on the TN12 Pro. Probably one of my favorites of the ThruNite library. And I have quite a few of them. I like the Catapult V6, 26650 powered. Love that flashlight. Don't have it on the table here to show you at the moment, but boy, is that a great flashlight. Let's bring this one downtown. So yeah, pros, definitely having the ability to quick access to turbo on the tail all the time. That's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Yeah, it's coming with a nice holster. I really like that. It's a good combo. For the price, I mean, you're almost $40 for such a great flashlight for what it does. Again, momentary tactical or click on, click off tactical. That's great. Plus you can access turbo from the front. That's also important to me, having that ability. And of course, FireFly. I'm a fan of this FireFly mode. It's just amazing, half a lumen to last that long. It's just absolutely amazing, 37 days. Also, strobe, I forgot to mention, it's 560 lumens and it runs 4.5 hours. So you're strobing it, click, triple click. There we go. If you're doing this, expect it 4.5 hours. So if you're signaling or trying to get attention from somebody, that's what you want. That's what you can expect. Cool. And the fact that it will run on standard flat top batteries is a bonus. Glad that they put the spring in there, allowing us to do that. So there it is, the TN12 Pro. It definitely gets a recommended buy for me. Definitely outpaces the Sauferne TF84, which I really liked. I carried it for quite a while because I did like the instant strobe feature and then the instant tactical, high on the back here, the dual switch. But this just is more pocketable. You can see with the head diameter and everything. Just, let's get those together. There you are. You can see quite the difference in size. Yeah, definitely a winner all day long. So big thumbs up for the TN12 Pro. Let me go ahead and bring this up. If you enjoyed the video, give me a big like. You guys are the best. I enjoy your viewership. Too, if you like the ThruNite brand and you want to see more on their flashlights and you want to stay up to date, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, get notified. I always put up if there's deals running. They're running coupon codes. I'll throw them up for the models. Then you'll be notified of those. And of course, I'm always looking for the new models. I really like them. Like I said, if you go through my library, the ThruNite library, you'll see I've reviewed quite a few. I have a whole collection of them. I guess it's one of my favorite models out there. I'm trying to think of what else my second favorite is. I mean, quality-wise, I would say the Claris is one of my favorites. I do like the quality of this brand as well. I'm just a fan. They make some great flashlights. So definitely, and of course, I'm a Sofern fan. I do like Soferns. There's some Soferns I really, really like. What's that, the SC31 Pro? Yeah, definitely. That's an awesome flashlight. So if you're wondering, there's some great Sofern products as well out there. But this one, yeah, rocking. And 3, comment below what you think about the TN12 Pro. Would it be one you'd add to your collection, or would it be one you'd carry every day like me? All right, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in my next video.